Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of Scott Sports 101. I'm Scott Trella. We'll talk Tribe and Major League Baseball, we'll talk a little Cavs and NBA, and we'll talk Browns and NFL football. But first, here's today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who was the first Major League player to pitch a ball over 100 miles an hour? I'll have the answer later in the broadcast. Now, the Tribe lost to the Cincinnati Reds 7-4 tonight at Progressive Field. Trevor Bauer was on the mound for the good guys. The Tribe had an early 4-0 lead after the first two innings, and Trevor Bauer pitched a beauty, going 8 innings. But then in the ninth, the bullpen had come on, and that's when things got ugly. And it was a 4-0 Tribe lead, and the bullpen gave up 7 runs in the ninth and blew the Tribe's 4-0 lead, 4-0 lead as the Reds went on to win 7-4. Well, the Tribe will regroup and they will try to snap their 4-game losing streak as they will take on the Cincinnati Reds again tomorrow night at Progressive Field. Carlos Carrasco will be on the mound for the good guys, and tomorrow night with a record of 9-5, and Tyler Mahle on the mound for the Reds with a record of 7-6. Now, the Tribe has not been playing very well lately, and I got to tell you, they're clearly ahead in first place, but they could be ahead even more in first place. They need to get a better arm in that bullpen, and they need to have if they want to make the playoffs and get back to the World Series. Now, I feel that their pitching needs to really get better, and the bats really need to get going, and they did tonight, and. Francisco Lindor scored a run, and Jason Kipnis scored a 2-run homer, and a couple other names brought in runs. And I got to tell you, they need to really get a good arm in that bullpen. And Tribe manager Terry Francona knows he needs to do something before the NBA training deadline, and also after the All-Star break, before the NBA training deadline. Excuse me. And I do feel that things will get better for the Tribe, but they need to play better because they're not playing their best baseball right now. And a lot of people are saying they're not the best team in baseball right now. And that could be true, but I think the Tribe's going to turn it around. They're going to try to they need to get a better arm in the bullpen, and they need to get the bats going. And I think they're going to do just that. So keep supporting them and hang in there because I think don't give up on them. Support them. And I think they're really going to keep first place and really get ahead in it. So they need to really just play better because they're not playing well right now. Now, I went on Google and I found something, and I want to just discuss this with everybody. And it says, I know everybody wants to know how LeBron's decision instantly has changed the Lakers, Cavs, and the NBA. I feel LeBron's decision changes a lot of things for the Lakers and the Cavs and the NBA. And what lies ahead with LeBron is that it feels exciting and also very scary as well. The Lakers know this was not a perfect fit when James decided to sign with the Lakers, and I feel they are going to be building around LeBron by far, no matter what. Now, I do that the Lakers may make the playoffs, and I feel it's their turn, and we've had our fun. But I feel the Lakers will make the playoffs, but it's not. I don't know how far the Lakers are going to go. It's only LeBron's first year with them, but anything can happen. So LeBron and the Lakers will have to see what lies there for them, and it does change a lot. Now, how this changes the Cavs is they are not going to be the team that they have been the last 4 years, and they will have a decent team, and I feel that they will be in the playoffs. But the Cavs are going to really have to make some adjustments this season and postseason. Because they are the heavy favorites to be back in the Eastern Conference Final and the NBA Finals, but we'll have to see if they can get back that far now that we have said goodbye to LeBron. Now, and Ty Lue knows that he's going to have to make some adjustments and some changes. Now, I feel George Hill can start, but our new guy, Colin Sexton, come in off the bench, and he made his debut with the NBA Summer League in the Wine and Gold last week. So we shall see what happens when the NBA preseason and the regular season get underway in October. Now, I do feel that the Cavs are going to need to make some really extra adjustments, and I feel they still have Jr. who has 2 years left on his contract, and George Hill. We still have Tristan Thompson, and we also think about it Jeff Green as well, and who signed with the Wizards. And we still have Kevin Love. We still have him, which I feel it's getting time to trade him. And I feel if they have him on that roster at the end of the season, that's going to be a mistake. And I've said that before. And I feel it's time to take Kevin Love. But he could be with us for the season, but maybe the trading deadline might be the time to trade Kevin Love. So we'll have to wait and see on that. And we still have Rodney Hood, who can do really I can score really big for you. But I'm not so sure about Jordan Clarkson and Cedi Osman as well. Those are questionable guys. I'm not sure about that, but we'll have to wait and see. So this is going to be an interesting season for the Cavs by far, I think. And the Browns have 2 weeks now until training camp opens in Berea, and they did a poll thing of who they feel should start at left tackle this upcoming season. They asked if Joe Bitonio should start. 9% said yes, and 91% said no. They should remain at left tackle. And who should start at left tackle? They feel it's a kind of a tie at 46% between Sean Coleman and Austin Corbett. Now that's going to be a question to see with this, but we shall see. I really think Sean Coleman should, because he really could, I think, score for you. And now also, and with the linebacker position, the offensive line position of who you feel should make the roster, 53-man roster, who should be an offensive tackle. 77% I said Austin Rutter and Desmond Robinson should be the left tackle. Should be the linebackers for this coming season, and 60% who will make the poll was told for the who you think would make the 53-man roster, and 60% said Kristen DeLorean. Now, getting back to the offensive lineman position with I think it should be Desmond Robinson. He's going to really score big for you, I think, and Osborne could too. But I think Desmond Robinson should be that offensive lineman that really should be a linebacker or even a offensive tackle. But I feel that he could really score big for you. And I've said this before, and I feel that Tyrod Taylor, is going to be the Browns' starting quarterback this upcoming season. Well, we'll get back to talking sports analysis in just a sec. But it's now time for the answer to today's Scott Sports 101 trivia question. Who was the first Major League player to pitch a ball over 100 miles? If you said Nolan Ryan, you are correct. On September 7th, 1974, in a game against the White Sox, California Angels pitcher Nolan Ryan became the first player to break the 100-mile barrier when one of his pitches was officially locked at 108 miles per hour. And eventually, we know Nolan Ryan also played for the Texas Rangers as well. And I'll have another trivia question on my broadcast tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Now, getting back to the Browns and training camp opening in 2 weeks, I feel that Baker Mayfield could be a surprise, but I feel they have to not start him yet. He's only a rookie. And I feel that's why Tyrod Taylor, I feel, is going to score big. And a lot of people are saying, is Tyrod Taylor the quarterback to turn this franchise around? I feel yes, it's possibly he could. And I feel if Myles Garrett stays healthy, and I've said this before, he could have a breakout year. And I feel he really could possibly do that. I feel the Browns are up and coming, but I feel that we will have to wait and see if the Browns are for real when the preseason starts, but also especially when they play the Pittsburgh Steelers in their first regular season game on Sunday, September 9th at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. So, and I feel that we need to win the opening day game and snap the skid of opening day losses and also win the home opener as well. But I do feel Tyrod Taylor could be the quarterback to turn this Browns franchise around, and we'll have to see if he does and how he really does this upcoming season. And I do feel that, excuse me, that what led and a lot of the teams of the Browns are probably not going to have an easy schedule again, but it's not going to be as a tough schedule as last year, and I feel that I would like to see them win at least 6 games and have a 6-10 record. But we shall see when the season starts. And I do feel now a lot of the NFL teams, I feel Dallas is going to be a different team for them because they got rid of Tony Romo. They no longer have Tony Romo, and they may or may not be a good team this year, but we'll have to wait and see about that. And they're going to have to really make some adjustments with the quarterback that they now have. So we will have to wait and see what happens this upcoming season. Now, getting back to the Cavs and the changes, I also feel that I know a lot of Cavs season ticket holders are probably not going to renew their season ticket packages. And I feel the Cavs will have some sellout crowds, but I don't think it's not going to be as many as this past season because a lot of Cavs season ticket holders are not going to, as I've said, renew their season ticket package. But we will have to wait and see what happens with that. Now, whether the Cavs have a decent team or not, and whether we make the playoffs, I think that we will, but whether we make it back to the finals, it's a question. It's up in the air right now. It's pretty topsy-turvy whether or not they will, and we're gonna have to really see what happens during the regular season, and because the playoffs are a long way away. It's a long way between now and then, and the regular season is going to be starting at the end of October, beginning of November, and will end the beginning of April. And we're going to have to wait and see how many games the Cavs will win this upcoming season. So just really keep that in mind and just support the Cavs. Now, we're almost out of time, and before I sign off, I want to just say that the Browns are up and coming, I feel, and I feel a lot of people are wondering, are they going to be for real? And we're going to have to wait and see if they are for real. And if Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback to really turn this franchise around. And I just feel that the defensive coordinator, Greg Williams, has really said a lot about Myles Garrett, and he thinks that he can have a breakout year, and so do I. So we will have to wait and see really what happens when the regular season begins on September 9th. Excuse me. Well, that is going to wrap it up for this edition of Scott Sports 101. Always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.